and we only got this yesterday, so I think we are all trying to digest it. Perhaps if we have regard to page 4, item 2 of that is the Home Affairs letter. The last sentence of paragraph 2 reads, having indicated that Miss Petunia Mkhwanazi was married to Mr. Khokho Titus Mkhwanazi. That paragraph says this was established through the birth record of one of their children and gives the name with the identity number, then gives as the marriage records could not be located. So the document that is attached at page 11 by Home Affairs is in respect of this specific child. It doesn't suggest that it's firstly the only child or that it was intended to also cover the other children. That is the first point. And the second is when one looks at page 11, as I said, it's in respect of that named child, born in 1994, and it's the immunization health issues concerning a newborn. In the middle column, you will see there are details there regarding immunizations. And then extreme right column, it's different dates that I guess would reflect the visits the mother and child paid to the clinic. So page 11 strictly relates to one person, which is the child. And then it's the point I wanted to make to Mr. Mkhwanazi earlier, that it cannot speak to Mr. Mkhwanazi himself or any of his siblings, because these are medical records of a newborn who was identified and a name given.
You understand, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, what Ms. Sello is correctly pointing out is that the letter from Home Affairs and page 11 are not in themselves evidence that there are no other children, that there was only one child. It just speaks, it's documents that just speak to one child.
Yes,
and nothing more.
Yes, Commissioner, but I'm disturbed when Home Affairs, the one that said they can't locate the marriage certificate. Because even if we can lose marriage certificates and whatever, our hope is at Home Affairs. That's why I'm saying, in terms of ours, anything that has to do with courts, it's at so Justice Department or at the courts. You'll find anything. You see every document. If they say they can't locate, or maybe it's because of time that they were given, you see.
Yeah.
But I still confirm that. And again, I felt that by not attaching the program, you see, because we submitted this document with the program, you see, the program talks to all of us there. You can even track through all of us, our names and everything, so that it becomes easier for you when you want to check in the courts. Are these ones that I mentioned, part of this family? It's going to simplify for you. I thought I'm going to see the program too, but I see it's not attached.
And that's because the one program copy you gave us was returned to you, Mr. Mkhwanazi. It was returned, the program.
No, it was not.
Then you must perhaps check with your attorney. We didn't retain it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
So
the program was going to simplify all of us, so that when you go to Home Affairs, we'll see all of us and our history and everything.
do you still have a copy of the program?
Yes.
Will you kindly bring it along tomorrow?
I must go to Tsaka, but I'll see how to get it.
Please.
Yes.
And if you have it electronically.
Oh, yes, I think I may get it electronically.
Okay.
Yes.
You should ask your attorney, because I think when we appeared, we had it in hand, so it might be with your attorney and his files.
No, you'll get it electronically.
Okay.
Yes, I'll get it.
So if you could bring that. My second then statement to you, as you know that the records as provided from Home Affairs are indeed correct, and that you lied to the commissioners when you sought an extension for your appearance. What's your comment?
I didn't lie. I still maintain I didn't lie. And I still maintain that some of these documents that are here, I'm seeing them for the first time. As I've said, it's an embarrassment. I'm still saying the mother that were buried or were bearing on that date, I forgot the date. I think it's the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. She's my mother, she raised me as a parent, you see, and she's the wife of my father, the father that gave birth to me, and I still say, Uba Mkhulu, William Mkhwanazi, and grandmother, Ufoleni, Maria Mkhwanazi. They are my grandparent, you see. And as I've said that, I think I'm repeating it for the 7th time now. You can go and verify.
And
I didn't lie. Maybe the challenge I may take, or I may admit to the commission that I was supposed to say stepmother, you see, but it doesn't sit well, you see. This English words with us doesn't suit. The mother is a mother, she raised me, you see, and I'm not apologetic about that, and
Indeed.
I can't be apologetic about that. And there's no reason for me to lie. And there's no reason for me to say I will run away from
To
the
be fair to you,
institution.
because I see you are becoming emotional. I know some of us in our cultures, your father's wife is your mother. There's no such thing as stepmother, step this. Those are English terms. Those are Western terms.
Yes.
Some of us, where we come from, the person that raises you is your mother, full stop.
Yes.
Whether you said biological or step this or step that, you identify them as you know them,
Yes,
not as
Commissioner.
the law knows them.
Yes,
And I
Commissioner.
think that's your explanation.
Yes, Commissioner.
thank you, Commissioner Khumalo, and I do agree with Commissioner Khumalo. That is not, I do agree with Commissioner Khumalo. That's how we have it in African tradition. But that is not the point I seek to make. The point I seek to make is you know the correct, truthful position, and that position is as reflected in the documents, and that therefore you lied to the commission. That is the only point I sought to make. You deny you lied. You say you are learning these facts for the first time. So then I move on. Secondly, my submissions to the commission is that you must be held in contempt for lying, deliberately lying to the commission when you knew that the facts you were relying upon to obtain your postponement were false. That is my submission to the commission, and this is your opportunity to address the commissioners as to why you should not be held in contempt. Yes, you may, Mr. Mkhwanazi.
I still maintain that I didn't lie, you see. And the program says so, and I've explained it, and I'm still going to explain it. And the Commissioner Khumalo have just summarized it for me. I didn't lie to the Commissioner. Even the day of engagement, remember when it was the consultation, I didn't raise it when we discussed, but towards the, you see, if I wanted to hide, I was not even going to come to for consultation. Remember, the consultation was on Friday. The next day, it was a funeral. But I decided to respect the commission and come up until you and my attorney agreed that we are releasing you. You may go, then you'll go and address the commission. Up until that one called me and said, no, you are granted that. And I was here, honestly being here, we sat, we discussed, we consulted with you. There was no reason for me to lie or to run away. You can't run away. I'm a South African, I don't have any identity or other citizenship. Even if I delayed, the commission, when it wanted, they were going to send summons to me. Commissioner said I didn't lie. I still maintain that. She raised me, she's my mother, you see.
Well, it's interesting.
If we didn't take it the way on that day, you were supposed to raise it on that day, that no. Because remember, you even asked, you checked the ID numbers. I saw you were having a program. I said,
No, that's not true. Tell the truth. I never saw the ID number.
Allow
on the
me to talk, Commissioner.
No. Do not mislead.
But I still maintain that even on that day, you had a program with you. That's why I've said to you, you took the program, you asked me, I said yes. see, say when is the funeral, I mention the funeral.
Can I,
Thank you, commissioners.
yeah, can I just say, Commissioner, perhaps in fairness to you, and just for proper recording, that the document at page 6, which comes from the Department of Home Affairs, is not itself a birth certificate, it's a notice of birth. And according to the dates on this document, the notice of birth was recorded on the 23rd of April, 1994. So someone went to Home Affairs, and it would seem it's for Lenny Maria, who would have gone to Home Affairs, described here as mother in relationship to child, but importantly, it is in 1994, April 2023, when this notice of birth was registered. So it's not the birth certificate itself.
You are correct, Commissioner. I remember it was before the elections. I was putting pressure on her that I want to go and vote. I want to go and vote. I don't have an ID. I think she went and collected that certificate so that we can go and get, as I've said, that she's the one who took my ID or assisted me to get my ID. I remember it was before elections. On that year, you see, the elections were there. I wanted to go and vote.
And you wanted to vote?
Yes, I wanted to vote. I'm being honest, you see. I think she was under that pressure, you see.
Thank you.
Everything here, I don't deny it, commissioners. I don't deny it.
All right.
You see, and she assisted. This ID that I'm having is because of her. As I've said that, whilst I was having a stepmother, she made sure that some necessary documents in my life are there. While she was still old, but she went and collected. And we went with, and I know that when we were getting that ID, there were many questions that were asked to her. It was a period of hour or hour and a half, you see. Up and she produced many documents. She had many documents with her, wrapped with the plastic. So she couldn't explain because of, but she submitted all those documents up until I was able to get the green ID document.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And you got it before the elections?
Before the elections. And I woke up early and voted.
You were lucky.
Thank you.
23rd April and
Yes,
yeah, few days.
Yes,
all right.
Commissioner.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. Mr. Mkhwanazi, my closing remark was that the Commissioners should hold you in contempt for having misled, and I invited you to give a comment to that, and you indicate that your response was you stand by your explanation and you should not be held in contempt,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
And I'm happy to leave the matter at this point, unless there is anything further you would like us to deal with in this regard.
No, it's just that to hope to all the families, my families that are listening, that it doesn't open any can of worms. That's the procedure of the commission. You see, I know that I'm touched. Now I'm thinking about other things, but I hope all of them. Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi, for explaining it again. It's not to say it's only Siyabonga. You see, some will say that means we're not counted too, but she has already explained it's because they wanted to get information in the details. You see.
That would be the first. And the second is, I can assure you, this file is not for public consumption. It was for purposes of this engagement only.
Are you saying the second document?
Yes.
There's another one.
No, I say that bundle of documents is not for public consumption because it's got all your personal details and so it was for purposes of this engagement only.
Hey, but we've already touched everything. Thank you. Hey,
Well,
but I'm hurt. I don't want to lie. But thank you, commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, yes, you did respond to the questions there, but that may not have been structured in a manner in which it would have been. I'm saying you have responded to the questions, but your responses may not have been as structured as you would have liked them to be had you gotten advance notice that issues like these would be raised with you. In fairness to you, I'm offering you the opportunity to put together everything you want to say with regard to the issues that were raised, put it together in an affidavit. But that is if you wish to do that. So it's up to you whether you take me up on that offer or you don't.
It is important to do that, Commissioner, you see, so that other family members, I will be open to them about that affidavit. Because I know that, you know, we've got our own small Anyana politics, you see.
Yes,
As I've said, this is going to open and, you see, but I'm going to do that,
You'll
to
do
respond
that,
to the
yes.
Commission and touch on everything that I feel.
Are you in a position to indicate by when you will lodge that affidavit?
I will appeal to the Commission after the testimonies of this week, then I will try by Wednesday to
Maybe
start.
2 days after your testimony has been concluded.
Please, Commissioner.
All right,
Because
that's,
I must still get those documents, my granny's bundle. You see, go to granny's house, but may I get these documents?
yes,
Because
yes,
it's going to assist the Commissioner.
yes.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioner, and I must apologize, and I hope this is on my behalf and on behalf of my colleagues that you were taken by surprise on this. Of course, Advocate Sello has explained that they too only got the document or the documents from Home Affairs only yesterday. But still, you were taken by surprise and on something quite sensitive to you relating to intimate issues about your family. I must apologize on behalf of the Commission.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.